Hello and welcome to my video all about how to make this simple pumpkin pop-up. In the description box below you'll find a link to where you can download the free templates. One of the templates is for practice only, whilst the other one you'll use to make the finished card. Both templates are designed to be printed on A4 sheets, however feel free to make the templates bigger or smaller depending on how big you want your card to be. Just make sure that the red fold line lines up with the centre of your paper. As you can see here, I've printed out the practice template. The black outline represents where you're going to cut through the paper. The green dotted lines are going to be valley folds. The blue dotted lines are going to be mountain folds. And the red line running through the centre is going to be a fold line. So first, put the piece of paper on a cutting mat and then use your craft knife to cut along the black outlines. And then fold the valley folds and the mountain folds. A mountain fold is basically where the peak of the fold points upwards, and a valley fold is where the peak of the fold points downwards. I then use my fingernails to make the folds nice and crisp. You should now be able to push the pumpkin forwards like so. With the pumpkin in the forward position, you then need to fold this piece of paper in half along the red line. And that's it, your pop-up is complete. You can then print out the other template, but this time print it onto an orange piece of thick paper or thin card. As you can see in this template, you only get the pumpkin face and a faint outline. The first step is to cut along these faint outlines. You then just need to make the mountain folds and valley folds the same as you did on the practice template. It doesn't have any fold lines, and that's why it's a good idea to do the practice first so you know where those are supposed to be. Even though I didn't do this, it's a good idea to use your ruler and craft knife to score the fold lines before you fold them, and this also helps to keep the folds nice and neat. And then finally, you push the pumpkin forwards into the pop-up position and fold the paper in half lengthwise. And that's it, your pop-up pumpkin is now complete. Then for the outside of the card, I just took a piece of black card and folded it in half lengthwise. As you can see, I used a ruler to make the fold nice and crisp, but if you have a bone folder, feel free to use that instead. As I said before, you can choose how big you want the pop-up and your card to be, but as you can see, I just cut off the sides with a guillotine. If you don't have a guillotine, you can just use your craft knife and a ruler. I want to decorate the front with Happy Halloween in cut-out letters, and I'm going to use the excess orange paper to do this. So I just used my pencil to draw out a grid on the paper to represent how big the letters can be. And then I just drew the outlines of the letters. I used my craft knife to cut out the details first, and then I used my scissors to cut the rest. Make sure to erase any visible pencil lines and then stick these letters to the front of the card. I just used a glue stick. Then I used the glue stick again to attach the pop-up to the inside. And that's it, my card is complete. I really hope you enjoyed this card project, and thank you very much for watching.